all is well. Yeah, we're just gonna get cracking on then. We've only got a couple of sites working today. PokerStars is down for maintenance or something, and Poker King isn't working for me either today for my weird connection issue that I get from them. So just Party Poker and just 888. So not going to be many games going, but might leave me with a bit more room to ponder on stuff that I've learnt and things like that, which I think could be quite beneficial today. If it gives me a bit more time to really sort of like sit and work through stuff if there's not going to be as many games going. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so here's what it is. So we've got the $11 PKO on Party Poker. In about 15 minutes we'll have the $11 PKO on 888. We're then we're gonna join into the $11 vanilla on Party Poker soon. And then yeah, I guess I'll just try and find like a couple more of the vanilla tournaments. I mean, there's a $5.50 to play. We've got the $5.50 PKO, the $16.50 PKO on Party, and then the $22. And we'll also jump in that $11 that happens, the deep stack 3K. But yeah, so it is going to be pretty chill. So yeah, apologies if you're wanting loads of action and stuff, but can't really control it, can I? But yeah, so as I say, hope all is well. Hope you find the stream beneficial to you as well if you're learning, because I do explain stuff, and yeah, do let me know if you find it useful in a learning sense. I put too hot water on my coffee, so it's not the nicest. A bit bitter. Got to be careful with your how hot you make the water. Because I've only got one game going, I'm just gonna get up and wait. Well, I'll wait and see what hand we get here. Oh, of course we're in the big blind when I'm gonna get up. But yeah, there really not gonna be many games going today, but you know, it only takes one to have a little bink. Ah, that's who I was looking for. I was looking for my dog, and she's just coming into my bit now. So, all right, Pixie. Ugh, butchered that coffee. Yeah, we will C3. Interesting size. I mean, I'm not continuing, of course, but yeah, I feel like that's pretty fine. They definitely have an advantage of strong King X, I think. I feel like I quite like the size. Put some gut shot sort of things that I would have in a more impartial spot, I think. So yeah, let's see if we can get another winning day under the belt. It'd be pretty nice if we could. Definitely feeling more confident at the moment. With late game stuff anyway, which is always pretty handy. If you ever wondered why I seem to min raise a lot and then, oh wait a second, so pretty equal flop to be honest. I think we'll just go for a 33. I mean, I think here we can bet or check. I don't think there's either's. I think either's absolutely fine. Nice size. That's definitely the sort of size you want to go for if you're going to check raise. Can't go anywhere though this deep with the ace of spades. Overall, I feel like it's a pretty nice turn card because it gives us a gut shot alongside the flush. So being bet into here, which is quite interesting. I'd probably say it's like it could potentially be a weaker flush. But yeah, we can't go anywhere. Now, if they bet again, do I think my ace is good here? I don't think so. So they're going to check raise sets. They're going to check raise some flush draws. They're going to check raise something like ace 9, which is quite heavily blocked now though, which is something. I think with the ace of spades, do we turn it into a bluff? I don't know if we're getting folds if we turn it into a bluff, but I think we still probably have to find the call here with the ace of spades. Fair enough. Maybe we find, I don't know. Quite a strong line from them, to be honest. So they're leading here. So they're what they're trying to say. They've got top pair, 2 pair, but it's just a bit dicey, so we're going to be raising big to get it in on the flop. I'm not completely sure how I feel about the 4. I'm not really sure what I feel like they're bet either. Like, why would you bet this amount? Why wouldn't you just jam it in for me? But yeah, if they've got a 4, fair play. Definitely an odd, I'd say pretty odd play, that one. What is this cold calling stuff? It's all the time now, it's nuts. What do I want to do here now? So I think the good thing about them cold calling, I feel like they don't have as many sort of like kings, queens, something like jacks. They could definitely have aces, but we do block that as well. I don't really expect them to have 9x at all here, so I think we can still bet. Yeah, as I say this every single day now it seems, but just unsure as to what some people's cold calling ranges are. They seem to just vary pretty drastically between individuals. Which just make it a bit dicey, doesn't it? But yeah, as I say, I don't think they're ever gonna have 9x all that often there, unless it's like pocket 9s. Some people probably flat pocket 9s. We get out of the way of this one. Queen Jack does not look all that appealing to me. So yeah, I mean we've got enough games, I think. Not loads to be registered to. Let's get registered into the... It's still a bit early on. We are just got this one game going for the moment. Yeah, I think this is pretty mandatory raise. So what are they saying now then? We block set of jacks, we block set of twos, we block ace jack, we block ace deuce. So it's going to be pretty sick if they've got better two pair here. But yeah, after this action, we're then just going to rip this in, and yeah, I really can't imagine them having ace 4 here. That'd be pretty grim if they've got that. So yeah, see what they've got. Maybe they've just got something like ace king, something. Absolutely battling though, weren't they? I don't know what bluffs I would have in that spot, to be honest. One of them, isn't it? I think this deep I'd prefer just to be 3-betting suited stuff from the small blind. I think we just get rid of ace 4 here. can have some CBD. I guess I just fold. Reason why I feel like folding is if I hit a 9, I'm not in love with it because of the potential nuts that people could have. With both that action, like Karasho potentially got quite a lot of clubs in their range, so which they're leveraging their position there, weren't they, with the range advantage of clubs. I think Seth Rex could potentially have had quite a few clubs there, but just not as much as Big Blind. I guess we'll pop into the $11, $750 guarantee. Vanilla on party. Yeah, quite the bare day of tournament. So I do apologise, but not what I can do about it. You know what? I feel like I will come along. We're deep enough to have 8-7 suited in a coming along range, getting an alright price to come along as well. Oh, wow. People are so weird. Maybe they've got the absolute nuts and they're inducing. I can't believe they got that through there with one big blind. The hooks. Right, 3 betting again, are they? Jack's this deep, I think we just peel. They're gonna see bet pretty much all the time here, so I think we do have to come along with jacks for one. I think king's a different story. If it was a king, it's different, but ace-x is not the same concept apparently. So I mean they've got a myriad of different ace-x in their range here. They've got a lot of clubs that we don't block in their range as well. We can draw to a jack. Feel like all of that added together. We will continue. Pretty annoying river card, wasn't it? But yeah, definitely happy about nice stickiness there. Just unfortunate river, wasn't it? Yeah, not much you can do there apart from just lose. You're just destined to lose it, aren't you? It's not like I can raise on that board. Unless you can raise on that board, which would be pretty interesting if you can. So I think we're going. They're going to be 3-betting pretty wide, so we do get to raise this one. I think. I think even if they jam, we still call it off here. So what's starting stack? 50k. Yeah, I think ace queen's good enough. Nice. I think for 50k with his bounty on the head, I think you do still have to call that. Do tell me if I'm wrong, but I think the maths is there to call that. Also, just, you know, kings in the small blind there. God. Six on the flop. It's not a 6. It's a pretty bad flop, to be honest. Definite potential that someone would check back king queen as well here, which is pretty nice. I don't think we go for a bet or anything as a bluff into 4 people. I'm not sure though, because I've heard that like there's trash underpairs on these sort of boards. Sometimes you just go for it. So what would be ideal? I think would be a 6 on the river. We were close. We're pretty damn close. Well, I don't think I'm winning, but I also don't think I get to bluff here either, so So I called in position. This is under the gun. I don't think I'll be betting middle pair here. They can have a lot of 10x in their range. Also not having any diamonds. I don't really want to be betting middle pair with no diamonds either, I don't think. So now they decide to go for a half pot bet, which not completely sure what that means. And yeah, we just call this. I don't think we raise at all. Nice. Lucky mate. I can raise or call. I think I'll just call this time. I think 6-5 makes a nice call against under the gun. Reasons for this is their range is going to be pretty strong, but this range can really smash their range on the right sort of board. That is quite the jam. So no, I wanted to come along with 6-5 suited. I do like it. We're just having a continuation bet, and he raised me on this board. I think with no backdoors and just a naked ace, we are just gonna bin this one then. I think it's still a mandatory C-bet though, that board. Bit annoying because sometimes it's like, oh, I've got ace high, I could just check. But I think we do have to bet that one. Bet the spades combo. Potentially. Nah, we're going to be betting all the time, I think now. Yeah, so we'll be joining into the $5.50 voyage, which we came 5th in yesterday, 6th, one of those I think, for $70. So we'll be jumping in that shortly. Oh, okay, so I think this might be one of these spots then. So we've limped, we've got middle pair, feel like we can bet. So because there's no high cards on this board, I think we see bet this one more than if there was like ace king of diamonds on the board. Reason is we do have a lot of ace king stuff in our range. I think we just go for another bet here. They're not really going to be able to continue all that frequently unless they've got... See, this is a weird move, I think. If you've got something like... Because what would you do this with? I feel like the only card you'd want is the ace of diamonds. But why would you raise here? Maybe to try and get value from the king of diamonds. But that move, I feel, can't be anything else apart from that. I don't know though. Like, would you do it with something else? But I don't think it's good to raise there really. Like, if I'm betting into you and I'm trying to tell you that I'm got the ace of diamonds, if you're sat there with the ace of diamonds, just let me barrel into you. That's what I would say. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, really unsure as to what they want to do there, really. But it's alright for me, makes it an easier game for me if they're going to do that. I think raising when you've got a strong hand, but only if there's a range of strong hands that the other person can have. Like, there's no other cards I'm really going to continue with, like, apart from a king of diamonds. Maybe the queen of diamonds, but if I'm getting check raised there, like, queen of diamonds seems a bit like you just bin it. I could either call or raise this. I think we'll just go for the raise. What is with these cold calls? It's doing my head in, all these cold calls that's happening. So cold calling Queen Jack versus a 3-bet, I think is pretty suicidal most of the time. I think. I mean, in position, you know, like, it's... you're going to be dominated against a lot of stuff a lot of the time. Like, they were dominated there, you know. Maybe it's okay, though. I just feel as though Queen Jack, you'd either just want to... 3-bet and then 4-bet it and fold. Cold calling, you're going to get some dicey spots. So I'm just making a note of what they're what I've actually seen them cold call with now. So At least we know one part there at cold calling range is Queen Jack suited. So I think that makes it better for me to carry on 3-betting if they call in like that. You definitely could 3-bet or flat here, but yeah, we can really nicely still continue versus a squeeze with Jack 10 suited in position, which is a pretty nice spot. Now it just depends on the size of their bet. Yeah, it's reasonable for us to continue before the gut shot. And yeah, we're just going to give up now then. Not for us. Just be ripping this one in, I think. Three-bet call off sixes versus middle positions, 4-bet rip. I don't think I'd call sixes there. Maybe I'm wrong. What was it, like 26 big blind effective? Right then, team, let's go and solve that one. Let's have a look. Not super sure. Let's just study a spot. Chip EV. What was it, 8 people? Effective stack about 25 big blinds. What was I, like hijack or something? So let's say I was hijack, because I think that's where I was. Small blind raises. I jam. It's not really in the node here. Maybe we'll just do 30. I think I found a okay solve. I think usually I wouldn't call this, but I think we will see just because we cover them. Yeah, we could be getting ourselves in a dicey spot here, but wow, 6-8. I don't think that's a thing. I don't think in position covered doesn't seem that great to me. Alright, so let's get back to this one. So say we're hijack. So sixes do raise from small blind. Which, yeah. And then say we rip in ace queen suited, which we did. Well, it showed me for 26 big blinds. Yeah, you call in sixes. Calling it 76% of the time. Folded sometimes, but interesting. I feel like that's definitely a spot I would miss myself. So because I'm covered, I do get to bet this one larger. I could even go 75 if I wanted to, but I think if I went 75 it makes the future streets a bit more awkward. What an odd spot. Oh, it's just changed, isn't it? So we c-bet, they called. We checked turn, and now they're leading for pot. So what, they're saying flush or nothing? Guess we just call. Pretty sick river card, to be honest. Fair enough. Pretty sick river card though. I think this deep will just come along with deuces. Just set mine in, I think. I think this might be very dependent on if anybody else comes along. I think we are deep enough to still set mine here. It's quite a large bet though. Nah, I think twos will just fold them out. Just let them have it. Trying to think what the bottom fours maybe. It might even be sixes because we want them to sort of like be squeezing with like ace five and stuff like that. God, this whole dynamic of cold calls is definitely confusing my sort of pre-flop stuff, but I think we still just run it with nines. Can always re-enter this one, so yeah, it feels like nines is still going to be okay. We just hope if we get a fold here. Nope. I was going to say if we get a fold here, I'm going to feel a bit more confident about them folding. That's unfortunate, just to for him to bink the ace there, isn't it? Bink the ace and have the king of diamonds to back them up. Not ideal. We will re-enter. We get one more entry, and we are early enough that I'm still happy to enter. Yeah, 20 big blinds. I think it's just one of those spots, isn't it, with nines? Just have to win the flip. We've got a lot of backdoor stuff. Backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw. definitely not helpful. Oh, I've got $5 in bounties. I don't remember taking anyone out now. $5? That means I've taken out 2 people. When? Amnesia. Queen J. I think there is an argument for coming along here. Maybe it's more of an argument for raising though. You gotta think, we block jacks, we block queens, we block ace queen, we block ace jacks. It's all pretty nice stuff to block. But yeah, we can't call this one. I don't think so. I mean, I think technically you could call this and it wouldn't be too bad, but I think actually what people are going to be jamming, it's not going to be doing all that well. Suited, different game, different ball game, would be right in there, snapping it right off. Right, well, yeah, on break, so I'll see you back in 5 minutes. See you soon. Welcome back. Yeah, again, sorry, it's a bit of a slow one. As I say, just a chill day for us, really. Got the $5.50 PKO popping up. It's always a shame when I fire up for my session and then I realise PokerStars is down, because I do get quite a lot of volume on there. A lot of decent bigger games as well. So always a shame to have a day when that's not in the mix. I can't tell you what to do here. Like, feels though, do we peel if we hit a king? Get it in? Is our king ever gonna be good? Don't think we've got no fold equity, so I don't really know. I think here we just jam now with a pair. SPR is what, like 0.5? So Wagner, do know them to be a bit wild, so I think Ace Queen makes a pretty profitable shove against them. Just got a fade of Jack. Nice. But yeah, snapping off Ace Jack for like 36 big blinds when you're the one that's covered. I just can't say I would do the same thing. If they covered me, then yeah, you can make that call if you want to. But when you're covered, what else am I gonna jam? Probably ace. I mean, they do play against me a lot, so they probably do know that I have some lower suited ace-x in the 4-bet jam range as well, which they do crush there, don't they? So, I think it's a close one. Rum-ba-da-bum. Bum-ba-ba-dum. Versus their specific position, I think we're really on the line whether we want to check raise or just flat. I think we can do either. You know me, if we've got the option of either, I'm probably going to go for the raise. I guess we call. It doesn't feel great though. Like they could definitely have overpairs. I think this is much better for my range though. Like I could definitely have been check raising some gut shots. But yeah, I mean, it kind of feels like I'm gonna just be walking into an overpair here, really. But I think I've come this far. Got ace 10. Fair enough. Bit cold of a deck, that one. I like their raise of my check raise. It was good. Definitely seems like something you'd want to do there with a vulnerable top pair, top kicker. I mean, I don't know what they're playing at. Like, fold into 5 big blinds seems just an odd thing. Can't say I like the 3 big blind, but what can you do with pocket nines here? What can you do? Pocket nines hasn't been treating me all that well. Especially when we've been flipping. Not even flipping, just getting 3 outed. G's then. Come on, pocket 9. Yeah, I feel like I've not ran well with pocket 9s lately, but maybe I'm just confirmation biasing myself from the past 2 times I've got it all in and lost. It's what poker players like to do, isn't it? Like to do lots of confirmation biasing. I think the world's against them when really it's not. Ring, ding, ding. I have showing the wrong one, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Defended. I think we're just gonna check fold this one. I don't know whether I can check raise that as a bluff, blocking some queen jack. So yeah, it looks like this one top prize is $150, but usually with the bounties you can normally expect to get double if you were to win. So yellow just means that I've made a note on them, but I'm not totally sure whether I'd classify them as rec or reg. But I find that little icon to say that I've written a note on them's pretty small. Like if I take that label off, give me 1 second. But yeah, if I take that off, I'll probably like forget that I've even got a note on there. So just mark them yellow. And that's how you do it with pocket nines. So under the gun opened and I 3-bet to 8, and we got cold, which seems to be the theme at the moment. I think in this spot we've got quite a lot of equity, so I don't think we need to be betting. I think now we can definitely bet though. We can even raise. We've got an open ender and the nut flush draw, so I'm pretty happy just bumping this right up. Fair enough. And quite a substantial amount of equity there, I think. So this is a limped pot. I don't think Jack 10's strong enough to raise here, so I think we just continue. Not completely sure how I feel about a pot size bet. A pot size bet again. So I just think if I call, they're going to jam river. So I think we just have to fold it out. Just don't think it's strong enough to. What am I hoping for? Like a jack? I don't even think a jack. They could have been limping something like aces, which could definitely have happened. So I think we just have to fold. Let me know if you think I'm over folding there, but limped pot, multi-way, pot size on the flop, pot size on the turn. Can't say I'm going to be happy calling it off on the river. Right, so I've just opened up the Voyage. See if we can get a better score than we did yesterday. First hand, Ace King's pretty nice. I think we are just still going to ISO quite large. I don't know though, I think maybe that's a bit excessive ISOing that large in a vanilla. They're not incentivized to call me as much, are they really? So you live and you learn. I'm gonna be falling to a bet here, of course. Not. I think we're just checking back as well. I think. So I 3-bet this one. Definitely go for the stab here. I mean, they are in the cut-off, so they're not gonna have ace-x all that often, I don't think. I like my suited kings. I like them. Do we call? Probably not out of position with king 4. In position we would be, I think. So this is limped. Checked all the way. I think we're going to go for a check. Hopefully, good old Seth here bets on this ace. And then I think I'm going to jam. Or at least raise. I think raising's better, to be honest. It'd be pretty sick if they've checked back jacks twice, but God, here it is, isn't it? Fair play. Fair play. Maybe I just fold then. Like, I don't know. Could they just be overplaying an ace? Maybe I just fold, to be honest. In hindsight, it feels pretty horrendous. We'd like an 8, which is what we've got. Oh, that's so bad of a river card. We somehow managed to stay in there though, which is good. I'm surprised no one had an ace though. Yeah, I think after I check raise and then they jam, I probably should just find the fold, shouldn't I? Pretty grim spot. It's always limped pots you get like absolutely smashed, I always find. Definitely the nicer thing about playing so few tables is I can really hone in and make some notes on people. So yeah, Wednesday is usually the day that PokerStars is going to be down. So if I use it as a making notes on other players sort of day alongside, could probably get some useful information. Like I've got some nice useful information from this player of what they're cold calling 3 bets with. Just got this guy down here. This one is opening King 4 off from the button, which is a tiny bit loose. I think you can get away with it, but it's a tiny bit loose, I think. Interesting. I was going to rip this one in, but now versus their raise, we just have to bin it, I think. Feels a bit sad. Well, we've got a nice hand on the big blind, which is always lovely when you've got 3 big blinds. Kind of hoping Seth Rex just rips it in over the top so it just goes up, heads up against me, and then I mean, I can't complain about the flop here. Do you think a 3 is going to help me? Potentially. Can't imagine many 6x being on the turn right now, so. GG's. I think I'm a bit annoyed by myself there from calling off the their jam on the river after I raised. Yeah, a bit annoyed with myself there. I mean, fair enough. Just a bit annoying. Suited ace, 13 big blinds. I think it's pretty fair enough to call me off there, but yeah, just you know what though, but I feel like today I'm not completely feeling it really, so I'm not going to register anything else. Just going to play these games out, I think. Yeah, I feel a bit tired. I mean, we have just registered the 1650, so we've still got a few things to plod on with, but yeah, I'm just not like, I don't know, maybe just tired or something, but plus just not having like any more games going is a bit, you know, quality is absolutely ideal. So I'm going to just tank a little bit. I feel like the small blind's just going to call anyway, but I feel like tanking to make it look like I've got a bit of decision here. What on earth is 6-7 doing? Fair enough with jacks, but 6-7 off is quite the punt. Yeah, I kind of feel like if I haven't got enough volume to play really today, that maybe I'll just go away and do some more studying. It seems like a prime day to do more of that than anything else, actually. But yeah, we'll see how we get on with these three. But yeah, do let me know how you're doing in chat, especially when we've only got a few games going. Be good to have a chat. No pressure if you don't want to, though. I get it. I get it completely. Yeah, like I think the most annoying thing is I've opted in on PokerStars for them to send me emails when there's maintenance, and they're just not sending them to me now. So I like fire up my day, and then I'm like, oh, PokerStars is down, and then I message the group. Sorry about this. I'm just being quiet. I'm just trying to check my sort of like games from yesterday on Party Poker. Alright, do bear with me. I am just double checking something. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we'll work that out, that's all fine. Got the biggest of slicks. I think we are... I think from the big blind you can mix some just flatting. I don't know if you ever really want to mix flatting here with ace king from the small blind. I bet you can do. It'd be nice and deceptive, but out position ace king off. You don't really want the big blind to come in as well and be playing multi-way out position. Really hope they don't jam, because it's one of those that you kind of have to just get it in. And so I'm going to bet super duper small with this board. They've called all the way. I'm just trying to think how much I can actually get. If they've got ace queen or something, it's going to be pretty tough for them to get away from it. Maybe we just go big now then. Appreciate they can have like ace 5 or whatever. Kind of tough to get loads of value there. Maybe I could size up to a third on both streets instead of a quarter. I do have it pretty locked up on the grand scheme of things though. We'll just be ripping this one, I think. King 10 suited seems like the play. They limped, we've made it 4 big blinds. I think we can do small stabs, checks. I think I'm happy checking with ace high. We'll call this. I don't know if we want to raise against this big size with the gut shot. So I'm trying to work out what I think they might have here, to be honest. I think the quick check back, no block. We might not even have a jack here, so our ace could be alright. Ace jack. Limp calls, ace jack. Okay. Let's make a note of that. Limp calls, AJO. Pretty odd play. Feels like it's going to be a mandatory range bet. But they are going to have quite a lot of King X as well. But so are we. I think we're going to have stronger King X than they do because of the fact that they haven't raised. But yeah, I'd expect them to do some flush draws as well, but we can't really continue here, so we'll just get rid. So we did call on this flop just because, you know, like at the end of the day, if we did hit a 6, I think we're pretty alright, and the bet was pretty small, so I think we did get away with flatting here. They are leading the 7 now, which is, You know, like we do block some 7x here. Kind of feel like I want to raise it, to be honest, but maybe I'm just getting a bit out of line. I don't know. We do block a lot of 7x combos with 2/6s. But they are in the big blinds, so I do have to remember that. Like, they're going to have loads more 7x combos as well. Like, even stuff like 7-4 suited and things like that. So yeah, I'll be back in a few minutes. welcome back, welcome back. Sorry, I was just doing something else as well. Interesting board. Don't feel like I want to bet and then get raised or anything. I think now we do want to bet. Do we bet big? I don't know if we have to bet that big with the spades. If we didn't have spades, you'd probably have to bet bigger if we were going to bet. So they click it, which is fine. Half pot just feels like absolute bullshit to me, but sometimes it's not. You know what, everyone? I think I'm just gonna play these ones off stream. I guess if I get to a final table or something, I will kick it back up. But yeah, I mean, I've only got the 3 games going, so yeah, I kind of feel like just taking it easy and yeah, taking it off stream. So yeah, I'll catch you all tomorrow. Hopefully get more games on the schedule on that, and yeah, if we get deep in anything, we'll start it back up. We'll just show this one though. I think we are just gonna get it in.